heard something thumping. I was like, what was it? And it was good old Heather here. Hold on. It took me out of Facebook. Get out. Come on, find me. Find me. Scroll, 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 scroll. Ah, there I am. Now if it's on there and it's on my camera, it should be on here. Bingo. See? Oh. Hello, hello everybody. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. How is everybody tonight? Hit all the buttons. Okay, go away. Now this is going to be tricky tonight because, like I said, I don't see comments on there because I get like one comment and then everything's gone. And I had all these, eesh, go away, go away. It's like if you get a message, everything pops up at once. So let me see who's here. Hello, Debbie. Hi, Diana. How are you? Hey, hey. Hey, Christy. Oh, there I am. Popped up. Ugh. Came out of nowhere. Good Lord, that can be scary. Good Lord. All right. So, like I said, I always say this is for my viewing. And so I have like everything parted, the C's here. I'm going to tell you about my chair in a minute. So last night I was just telling you guys, my daughter sent me for Mother's Day, well, she gave me a hat and it says, "Beach hair, don't care." And it has like the anchor and like, I don't know, like the bird's claws or whatever. And you know, just beaten up. That's me. I wear baseball caps when I go to the beach. Sorry. That's me. Hey, Jolene. Oh, my evening is going fabulous. Heather, you have to go away, my dear. She also gave me, she made these with her Cricut. She made me some coasters on tiles. They're just, I don't know where, they're just tiles. She had love. And this one says, "I don't spoil my grandkids. I'm very accommodating." That's me. I am a shopaholic. I'm helping the economy. Oh, 100% me. And then she has family. So I told her this is perfect because the coasters I had in our bedroom kind of a little bit old and these are going in. Once the bedroom gets done. So let me just move these out of the way. Put them behind you guys. So we'll get to this in a minute. So tonight is, hey Barb, how are you? Hey Claudia. Did I miss anybody? Jolene, did I get it? Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to talk about simple. Simple. Everybody says they can't be a florist kind of a thing. Let me tell you, this I made. This is how simple this is. This is a basket I have. So find things around your house that you're not doing anything with. This is bugging me. That you're not doing anything with. That's just sitting around and you thought, So a basket, this one happened to be like a drum that I had. And I said, you know, I don't want to bring it out just for Christmas. It's red, white, and blue. Why not bring it out? Hey, Karen, how are you? Why not bring it out for the rest of the year? You know, well, 4th of July. So what I did was this. Oh, let me move that. I got a flower pot. This has the styrofoam like in it. Well, it is in it. And I just stuck geraniums in it and stuck these pinwheels in it. Talk about simple, bland, nothing fancy. I love geraniums because that's the only thing around here deer don't eat. And I took it because if I ever wanted, I didn't want to do it in here. I have a plastic container, a protector in here. I could have done it in this, but I wasn't sure I wanted to do this all the time. Maybe I wanted to change the flowers out and I can do it. So for now, that's all that it is. And I sit this on my dining room table and I have other things that go around it. But to give you guys an idea, it's simple. You don't have to be like go all crazy, you know, with all kinds of things. This was simple geraniums. That's all it was. All right. So don't say you can't do it until you try it, you know. All right. So let me move that out of the way. Oh. So in that theme, dun, 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 we're going to do milk cans. Okay. Hey, Pam, how are you? I got a thing underneath me. So now I bought these like this. But I have the big milk cans that I turned, oh God, about 10 years ago. And I painted them because they were the, you know, just like natural metal. I painted them white, you know, and stuff. And then what I did, one had the lid to it, one did not. So I made a wood cutout, set it in. And what I did, I wanted to use them up on my deck as like, what do you call them? Like end tables. So when I put those lids on, what I did like a, you know, you can see the kids, a stepping stone. So I guess you call it cement. Put the cement on it, and I put, made mosaic. And those were on my deck. Now, since we redid our deck, I've kind of put them in our garden. So they've been garden displays. So, and it's just a cool thing rather than having something empty or whatever. Hey, Linda Hobby, how are you? Hey, Loretta. So that, now, to do something like this, it's not as hard as you think. You get the painter's tape, right? You can tape down the stripes if you want them this way or whatever way. You can spray paint it, okay? Let it dry. Then tape down the other ones, do the other ones. The same with going across here. On these particular ones, these are actually decals, these stars. So you can either do a stencil on it or, you know, whatever you want to do. But like I said, I bought these like this. I did not make these. But to give you guys ideas, if you have milk cans or any type of container you want to do around and you want to do something for 4th of July, hello, here we go. Hey, Virginia, how are you? Hey, Patricia. So what I did with these, I stuffed them, I mean, to the gill with styrofoam. I did it, you know, that really crunchy styrofoam. You can use the spray foam if you want to. I've never used the spray foam. I've always done the styrofoam. That's just a me thing. I think it goes basically if you fill it up about halfway because that expands. So, and you have to really a good 24, maybe even 48 hours to let that dry. And a good way to test it is if you stick something down in there, and if it comes up kind of gooey and wet, you know it's not ready yet. And or when you do it, you stick it down and you wait, and through the hole, because now you've made a place for that extra expansion to come through. All that wet and gooey stuff in there, and it will come through the hole, so you know it's not ready. So just a little, hey Darla, how are you? Just a little tidbit of information for you. So I chose to use these in here, and you can see we have a plethora of stuff. I literally brought all my flowers, except for my tulips, they're sitting over there. I have it all here and behind me so that I'm not running in between and knocking down the camera, you know, the phone and everything. So this is what we're going to do. I don't know if I want to make them the same. I don't know if I want to make them different. If I put a bow on it, do I want to put the bows the same, or do I want to make them a little different? We're going to have fun and play with these. But I bought 2 of them just for, I got these at Michael's, which was kind of one of those shopaholic things. And like I said, I stuffed it with the styrofoam. That's all I did. So this is not going anywhere. So we have beads. I call them beads. Herb berries. We have red, white, and blue ones. We have red and white. I even took out some Christmas ones for a little bit more sparkle. Different colored, a little bit darker tone. I was looking for navy blue flowers. Right? Like we're going to find navy blue flowers anywhere. And I picked up these. Now I'm going to stand up. I may disappear my head, but you'll still see me. And I picked up, whoops, I think they only had a couple of these. That's why I picked these up. And it almost looks like a purple, but trust me, they are like navy blue. Blue. So we can use those. I have red and white, of course. With the military, one of the things that we do, we always have the yellow flowers. Yellow you can put in there because that always symbolizes the soldier or whoever in the military is, you know, off and away, you know, fighting, you know, kind of thing. And it's just one of those things that military we do. So I have a bunch behind me. I have one whole basket full of greenery. We have this if we want to go really whimsical. I can cut these off like the fireworks coming out. Not sure about this yet. That's why I have it back here because I have my whimsical stuff up there in the corner, kind of thing. And then we have, you know, I have flowers, 2 baskets on the floor. I really like these blue ones. I think we're going to use, and maybe a touch of the other ones, because these have, it kind of starts off like a baby blue, but if you also look underneath, it's kind of really dark. So I kind of like these in it because you're not going to find navy blue flowers. I mean, I got a few we can stick in there if we want to. All right. So this is just going to be a fun evening. Hello, Miss Sally. Sally. Okay. So here's it. I have done this. So before we start, I had my mat on my table, and I literally had my glue pot sitting on top of the mat. These heat from the bottom. So this is the mat I had, and it warped the mat. Yeah, this is my florist shop now. And it warped my mat, and I was like, whoa. And I set things on it and try to get it unwarped. It's still a little warpy on this side here. I feel the bumps on it. You may not see it as bad anymore. But if you're using a glue skillet, I recommend putting something underneath it. So for me, I have this wooden top. I don't want the glue, if any glue spills over onto this. So this is a, you know, for the microwave. This is a silicone mat that goes in the microwave. That's all that this is. It's just something I found, and I said, hey, this will work. Because I couldn't find any silicone mats. So that's what that is. I also have this one here, a silicone mat for my glue gun, and I set it like this because the tip, you know, kind of touches or drools. And this is a napkin holder. The glue does not stick to metal. So even if I get any glue in this, I can just peel it off and stick it in my pot. All right. So keep that in mind. Those hot skillets will heat from the bottom. So this was really warpy. It's still, you know, this is flat. It still picks up a little bit over here on my mat, but just a tidbit of information. Okay. So this is Facebook's new ruling thing. This is all going to be officially, I guess, rolled out between now and July. They do not want you to use the like button. Okay. So no thumbs up. They want you to use like the smiley faces, emojis, and of course comments. You can do the share button. You can use that in there. So what they're looking for is reactions. By hitting just the like button, it's just like, oh, like, you know, and they want you to hold it that little bit more and choose one of the other emojis if you're going to do that. So it's sitting on it. Yeah, Sally. You know what I did, Sally? When mine warped, I took my skillet again and I kind of put it on top to kind of heat it up a little bit. I'm not going to tell you to do this. This is what I did. I don't want to get in trouble. And, oh, thank you for the hearts. And I set it up there to kind of heat it a little bit. And then when it got heated a little bit, and then I threw something heavy on top of it again. And that's what I did with mine. And eventually it kind of has worked its way out. So... but just a FYI, I don't recommend you doing that or anything, but that's what I did. All right, so let's get going with these babies. I have no idea what I want to start with. I really like the berries to go in here. I really like that idea. You guys like these guys? So I do have some red and blue. Ooh, wait a minute. I put them all in this, and it was a stupid thing because these things all have holes in them, so they're all like poking out at the bottom. Yay, thank you. I'll try to keep up with the comments because I'll see them better here. So these I got from Barb's Creations. Barb's Country Creations. Sorry. We're not allowed to put... links on the page, and you know that was one of the things, and I know I was on a live one time and I tried to do it, so I did it last night. But what they do, they will flag my account, send me a nice little letter, and if I continue to do the bad things, then they can shut me down, and I don't want to be shut down. So, but Bob's Country Creations had these. All the other stuff I think I got from Hobby Lobby, Michael's, wherever I saw it. So I do like these though. So I have enough. I could do 2 in each basically. So we're definitely going to use those. But I like the sparkly ones. It's too much to choose from, I tell you. So let's get started. Let's figure out what we're going to put in the middle. I do have geraniums, these big geraniums. And we can make this as high as we want. That might be too big. So excuse my bootay if it turns my back to you, but there's no other way to do this. I do have this. These little grassy things. things. And I think that's where I'm going to start. Hi, Teresa. And of course, we have tons of these. So let's start with these grassy things because that will give me some height. And what do you guys think? Is that too country? Should we not do as country? I say the word country. We can do whatever we want. And where did I get these? I know y'all are going to ask me. These I got Michael's. Hello, Noma from Alabama. Roll Tide, as they say. Don't ask me every single state's country thing. So let's just cut these. I do have my stem cutter. So I'm going to try to keep these in front of me, and that's why I'm trying to stay behind so that you can see, rather than me standing in front of the desk and you looking at the back of my bootay all the time. I'm sorry, what can't you do on Etsy? It's not Etsy. This is on Facebook. This is no more like button. They're going to eventually, because they want people, like I said, reactions rather than, oh, let me just tap that. They want you to kind of go and pick one of the emojis that are on there. You can comment on here. That's all good. You can do the S word, the share word. That's all good. There's a lot of things. I literally am typing up my notes, and I'm on page 7 of my notes. So, yes. You notice I didn't put the mean face one on there. So, let's just kind of stick this guy right in the middle. And we'll see how high we have to make this. And these bend. I may have to cut this. Let's cut this down. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. It's like I noticed slides. We don't have to put the grassy things in there, you know. Oh, good golly, come here. All right, so let's start with these little guys. Look, I got my stem cutter out, although you can't see because it's hiding behind the milk cans. Oh, I think that's much better than that big old thing. Oops. So let's just kind of put it in and see. Now, the longer the stem, the more you have to push it in. Keep that in mind. I like those in there. It's kind of the country with the milk can. What do you guys think? Where did you get your stem card? Hey, Jennifer. This came from Deco Exchange. And I'm going to try this. I get flagged. Well, I have till July till I get flagged. Right. So let me go ahead. I do have an affiliate link with him. Oops. Not where I wanted to go. So if you want to go on there, these are rather expensive. Let me just tell you that. So keep that in mind. And I'm just going to put the link in there. There you go. So if you would use that, that would be cool. Oops. Damon is the only one I've seen that sells the stem cutters, but I could be wrong because I never looked for anybody else. What's nice about it, it comes with other little gadgets. So it has 4 holes here, so if you want to mount it on the wall, it has this here, which is your lock blade. So if you push it open, whoops, the blade will come like this, and this locks it in. And it is rather heavy, mind you. You can hear it on my desk. These I'm not keeping because those are yucky. All right, so I'm going to sit down on some of this, and we'll stand up on some. Thanks. Where's the others? And I'm just going to use my stem cutter today because I feel like it. I'm going to make sure I have, oh, I have 2 things of these. Oops. There's a little wonky thing on the side. Wonky, wonky. Now you guys are good with where I have you guys situated here. Now you can decide if you want to make this more front or more back, you know, type thing. I'm going to try to incorporate it all the way around. So I'm putting 2 on the side. Save these. Where's my other ones? So what do you think? Should I make these look the same? Or should I do them, you know, and I can make the bow look different. What do you guys think? same or different? Let me know what's sticking up. Okay, that's what it was. You guys, let me know. Hi Jada. See? Got it, Virginia. You got it, girl. Oh, Pam says different. Sally says yes. All right, so if I do them the same, I can change the bow up. So even if you have them both on the table, the bow gives it a little bit of character, you know, being that they're a little bit different, so it's not matchy-matchy. So why don't you try that? Why don't we do that? Same. Okay. So we got one different and two sames. Sorry, same. Why do these look different? Now these grassy things I'm probably not going to keep, but they have it like taped on here. So good. Easy. Make my life hard. Ooh, good Lord. There go the fingers. That would be interesting. Here we go. Voila. Same. Yep. And I did not put this in my Etsy shop yet. The reason being, I wasn't sure what I was going to be doing with these guys. Now these do have wires, so I can bend them anyway. I'll put glue on them, don't worry. I just want to kind of get an idea. Whoops. Let go of that one, I see. Start like that, and we'll put some in the middle. So it's kind of like a fan. Uncle Sam came out to $90, and he is for sale. If anybody wants them. The wreath that sold last night was the one that I had the fabric draped off to the side. That did sell last night, and I shipped it out today. That one is going up to Wisconsin, but I can make another one. I would just have to see if I can get the same fabric if anybody wanted that one too. And that sold for $50. Hey Mary, how are you? All right, so we're just starting. So that looks kind of okay. Bend this out a little bit. So let's put some glue. Ooh, okay, I don't need happy fingers. I have them though. Ooh. I think my glue needs to be a little bit warmer. I'm gonna turn this one around so that that little one's facing out. Now I didn't put any grass in here yet, or anything like that, or moss. You could put Spanish moss in there, or the green moss, because green stuff, you know what I mean. Because if you do, when you glue it down, then it's harder to get your things through the glue. So you may want to wait to the end to do something like that. Shut my drawer so nothing goes in my drawer. This was sticking up here. Hey Mary. So you can bend these out and do whatever. Slide those down. There we go. All right. Oops. My face, Grace. So any questions you guys might want to ask, just ask. Remember, you can use the emoji little things down there that have the, and of course I'm sitting down, and the whole purpose of me putting this on the back of my chair was so that you guys could see it. Where can you see it? Oh, I'll tell you what, you know what's hot? Is that? I stand that up better. Oh. that's what I didn't want to do. Hold on. This is my cords. Okay. Was it this one I was using? Here it is. There you go. So like I said, that's where Facebook is going. It's all testing stuff they're doing. So they may go back to what they've done and change it and this and that. Oh, you know how that goes. People just want to be different. So. Alrighty. That little one in the middle. I do like these though. They're kind of wispy and fun. Let's use some more. I think I have about the same on each. Oh, I get one little one over here all by itself. Poor little thing is off there all by itself. Shared love did all the good things. Yeah. Now the thing is too, I can do, or everybody else can do everything right, and Facebook may come back and say, nope, you didn't do this. So it's going to be a learning process for us as the business end of it, and our way is just to educate you guys, you know, on it as well, which is all good. I'm all good. Oh, that's going to be on the other one. There's just one little thing here. Poor little thing. It's all by itself. It's all by itself. I'm just going to stick it right next to your brother or sister, whatever you may be. Whatever. Oops. So I have my little munchkin today. I usually don't have her on Thursdays, but her dad's away. So I have her today. I'll have her tomorrow. And I got some, see, I'm always doing crafty things. So today, her thing was she wanted to draw on paper and stuff. So Grandpa, my husband, in his job, as of last week, decided he was gonna go lesser hours. He's getting to that part where, you know, he wants to retire a little, you know, and take it easy. Oh, look at that. See, it's like a star. I like that. And, oops, wrong side. He is coming home a little bit early, like around lunchtime, which is kind of nice. You know, because I'm always here by myself during lunch, you know. Boring when you're by yourself. And so it's kind of weird having him, because when he comes home, I'm thinking, oh, it's close to dinner time, and you know, it's like 12:30 in the afternoon. And it's like, whoa. So it's just kind of weird, but cool. So it's good for him. You know, you work so much for so many years, and then you go, I'm done. You know, and that was me with my job. Did retail for 34 years, and I decided I'm done. And turned in here's my notice. I gave them 3 weeks, and I said I'm out here, and they were like, no, you're not going to leave. Yeah, I did. And I'm like, and they kept asking me to come back. Nope, not coming back. And then the store went out of business. I said, oh, that's because I left. No kidding. So make any comments, ask questions. Hey, Mary Richie, did I say hi to you already? I wasn't sure if I did. If I didn't, I apologize. Oh, okay, stem cutter for that one. Hold on. It's so quiet today. Still no frogs today. Everybody was commenting the other day about the frogs being outside, and today again there's no frogs. They must sense something, you know, like there's a storm coming, and it's supposed to rain tonight, which is fine. And I do have a craft show tomorrow. If anybody's in the Mount Vernon, Virginia kind of area, please come by. It's from 10 to 3. It's not going to be a very long one. It's just a one-day one. It's at Mount Vernon High School, and they'll have a little thing out there for kids, you know, to go play and stuff like that. I want that. All right, so we kind of got our basis going. I kind of like that. I don't know. I like it. Y'all like it so far? It's not much, right? So let's throw some red ones in there. No, you know what? Let's throw some white ones in there. Oh, and I do have this we can add in there. This little star garland. We could do a loop or something, whatever. I'm so busy watching you. Wait, I'm so busy watching you. You're doing, teacher. My grandson told me they were cutting up frogs. Oh, did they? So was he in biology? Oh, how funny. They called it pithing. I think it's P-I-T-H-I-N-G. And you would, stick a thing down the neck and it paralyzes the frog so you can dissect it. I was intrigued by all that stuff. But, needless to say. Now, with white flowers, I have a plethora of flowers. I like the ones, I don't like these daisy ones, too small. But I like these daisy ones. So let's get some of those guys. I think that's a bouquet. Oh, it is a bouquet. Oops, what are you? Little beads hanging out somewhere. And again, this comes from Michael's. I have scissors, yeah. I went, like Michael's today had 50% off their spring floral stuff and some of their spring decorations, so to speak. Oh, yeah. I love doing all the homework and everything in school, but I just wasn't a good student in biology. I would have the notebook that looked gorgeous and everything. I don't know. Science and math weren't my things. So I'm just going to cut this all off here. Oh, good Lord. So that way I'm not going back and forth and cutting. Oh, I do like these. Look at that. And it has a little whimsical thing in there. Now you can take these and you can push up the flowers so you have more of a bunch. Don't be afraid to, test that out. And then you can just cut down your stem a little bit more. See, I had a whole different thing. I was thinking geraniums in this baby, but I do like the white flowers in here. Look at that. And by pushing this up, it gives it more of a grouping together too. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer true. My granddaughter was singing that while I was visiting her. And I was like, how do you know that song? I used to play it on the piano all the time. And she says, oh, we're learning it in school. And I said, good for your teacher to come out with some of them oldies. Oh, thank you, Sally. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Claudia, Jeff and I just flabbergasted. We are sitting here watching our neighbor for 33 years going in her dining room in Virginia, and we are in our living room in Fairbanks, Alaska. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Claudia. I know, isn't it crazy? There's a lady who's actually here, Patricia Hobbs, comes on here, and she actually is in Alaska too. She's more out on the grid somewhere, kind of thing, and so it's kind of interesting. Yes, we met 33 years ago up in Alaska, and I don't know if you remember when Bob was away. He went away for 8 weeks, so end of October till he came back in November or something like that. And my kids had the chicken pox, and your kids had already had it, and you were the only person that could come into my house. Remember that? Or my kids can come to yours or something. And I remember we did spaghetti and meatballs. I remember that one night. Now, don't worry about here. We'll fill in some things down here. Hey, Deborah. Long time no see, my friend. A little bit more cutting off to separate them out. So again, just bunch them up so you don't have such a long stem. Oh, this just looks like you go out in the field and you just get a bushel and you put it in something. That's what this is reminding me of. I like it like that. Ugh. So what is everybody doing for Mother's Day? Jeff, are you going hunting? Better not, it's Mother's Day. Wait a minute, where did I put that one? Ugh. Oop, a lot of glue strings. You like one of these without the stars and stripes. Deborah, Let me get back with you on that. Are you talking, but do you like the flowers in the center of it? The same type flowers? He doesn't hunt for anything but moose in September anymore. Really? Jeff likes to go hunting, and he's gotten, let's see, he's gotten all the heads up there. So he's gotten the dull sheep, he's gotten the bison, of course the moose. What else has he gotten besides salmon and fishing? Did I miss one in here? No. What else does he do? Okay, Deborah. Too expensive, I know. My son-in-law, remember we talked, my son-in-law would love to come up there and go hunting. And, you know, he's like all into that stuff, but I'm not. I never was when we were up there. Fishing, I was cool with. All the other stuff, not me. I'm just not used to it. Okay, so I like that so far. Now, we can decide. Let's just cut one of these off and see. We have the dark blue ones, which we can, let's put the dark blue ones in first, because we got some of those. Wow. And let's just cut this off here. Oh, I do like the dark blue one in there. Just a couple of them. Oh, maybe more. We'll see how many we'll put in there. I do like the dark blue one. And again, you can bend these facing out, doing whatever you want to fill it in. I'm just going to stick one in the top up there. We'll start with one side. Look at glue strings. I have my happy fingers here, but so far I hadn't had to use them on this. And all I'm doing, so don't stress yourselves out, is just kind of putting them in and seeing where I like them. See, like I can bend it out so you can see it. I'm here now. Oh, Gary, look, just for you. You haven't been here in a while. I got 2 drinks. Just for you. And last night, it was so funny. When I was doing my live, I didn't have any drinks. And I was like, oh, I can't believe I didn't have any drinks. My daughter's coming over, then she's so to the side to see. I tell her all the time to do something for herself. She is a mom also. It's tough running all over when she has... I know. You know what? We've all done that. We've always put ourselves last, and we always put our kids and everybody else first, you know? And we just need to take the time. Kind of like stop and smell the roses, you know? I do like those in there. I do. Gary, where you been? Haven't seen you in a while. Were you on vacation? Welcome back if you were. So I'm looking at it from the top to see how it's coming out and things where I want to put some things. Or a flower, I should say. This is like concentration, you know. It gets so intense in what you're doing. All right, so that one's coming along. Flower pot switch. And like I said, are those little emojis down there? See my sign. Well, it's a little low because I moved it, but no more like button. That's what Facebook is getting us onto. Just hit any of those little emojis. That would be cool. No thumbs up. You know, you just gotta play the game. All that it is. It's a game of life. And like I said, they're testing some of these things out. So whether or not they'll keep it or whatever, who knows? Who knows? Now these names might not be identically the same because the flowers look a little different, but hold on. I don't like that flower the way it angled. It's a little bit too long for my taste. There we go. It's better. Better, better, better. Thank you. Yes, red, white, and blue. All about that. All about that. All about that. I gotta think of some songs, y'all. Songs that we're allowed to play. I think there was a playlist at one time somebody posted that songs we were allowed to play on Facebook. I never tested it out because I was the one that didn't want to get in trouble. But I always get in trouble. I got put in Facebook jail. What was it? Back in December, I think it was. Yep, I got put in Facebook jail because I did too many invites, I think is what it was. And Facebook threw me in jail for a week. And I was like, good Lord, a whole week? I can't survive without my Facebook. But I made it out, y'all. I broke free. And I came back. Oops. Here we go. Whoa, get in there. All right, everybody's quiet again. I'm quiet too. I get, you know, like in the zone. I'm in the zone. And when you get in the zone, you know, you kind of close everybody out, which is not nice. All right, so we got 5 in there. Kind of odd numbers is what we like to do. So let's see. I think I'm missing a white one in this one. I am. I thought I was on that one side, but I thought it was just me. And now I see it's right here. Right there. And see, I may not have to put any greenery in here because all the leaves are kind of filling in there as well. Hi Emma, hi Julie. Thanks Julie. Julie, didn't you ask me a question? Was that you? Did I think I answered you on the Facebook. I always try, if somebody asks a question, I always try to answer all the questions. I'm not going to keep these because these bend and break. There's nothing good about them, in my opinion. So let's get rid of this. Hey, Sandra, how are you? Hey, guys, share the page. That would be nice. Bless the page. Spread the love. You know, all those lovely things. And use these little emojis down there. Don't hit that like button. You did, about the flag wave. Oh, okay. Cool. Did you want one, Julie? Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the hearts. All right, that's looking good, but we need some red. Red. Oops, oops. Oop, that's not red. Hold on, look, I'm rolling around like I'm on a scooter. What do I do with the blue ones? Ooh, Papa Blue. Let's see, Papa Blue. It's like, you know, Papa Bear. All right, let's see what this looks like in there. I just liked it. I thought this was kind of cool when I saw this. Oh, okay, gotcha. So let's just kind of stick this baby in here. Just to kind of get an idea. All right, it's coming out the other side. I do kind of like the difference of the blue. What do you guys think? Oh, my beads. I know I got them in here. Now these you can peel this off if you want to do smaller ones. Even as the bigger one like this, you know, you can spread it out, take the beads and do whatever you want with them. I was like, did I cut it? It was so skinny. Let's see what the beads look like. Oh, I must have hit a glue spot. I like them. Yeah, Gary, I got the milk jugs at Michael's. They weren't on sale, just to let you guys know. But use those coupons. I had a 40% off coupon. And of course I'm military, so I get additional there. And then because I'm tax exempt, because it's my craft, I get... I don't have to pay tax. Thanks, Barb. And like I said, these came from Barb's Country Creations. So then you can just spread these out. It's like the fireworks. I do like them. I may not take these back out. I can just stick a dab of glue because, oh goodness. There we go. Thank you. No problem, Gary. Anytime. Anytime, my friend. I'm just kind of spreading the beads out a little bit. I do like them in there. Just a little whimsical thing. Whoa, come back. Hey Barb, what we have to watch is about putting links. That's one of the Facebook things. So just to FYI, I typed in an affiliate link, but I don't want to get flagged. But thank you for all the hearts, you guys. Yeah, that's a Facebook doesn't want, and they're just coming down with all the stuff. They don't want you to put links and websites and all this other stuff on. It's making it difficult for us peeps. All right, let's see if I can do the same here. Thanks for the hearts. Oops. A blue spot there too. Hold on. Part the C's. Here we go. Oops, I think I'm missing comments. My thing didn't scroll down. Come on, scroll, scroll. Oh, cute. Oh, see, I missed a bunch. Oh, my little sign. Yes, I did. Nobody picked up on it last night, but I picked up on it. Me and my spelling. I wrote the word choose as CHOSE, and nobody caught it last night. I caught it during my live, so I chose not to put that word in here this time for that reason, since I'm a dork. with spelling. Now I'm losing my comments. Hey, Jean. Is it okay if we comment it or not to you? You can't control peeps' comments. No, that's true, Barb. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with you. And at all. I can't control people's comments and stuff like that by far. I'm just playing by the rules because I don't want to get... Because if we don't play by the rules, they're going to kick you out. And won't let you back in. And then you lose everything. So, don't want to be in that boat either. It's okay. You're fine. You're totally fine, Barb. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They want us... Wait. They want us to do business. I'm confused. Why not affiliates that have a business on the Facebook? So, hey, Jeannie. So what Facebook wants is to everybody have more, like I was explaining about reactions on it. They want us... They have what they call a news feed. Okay? And in that news feed... So you put things like I put on this, hey, are you tired of things, you know, just laying around the house, you know, like the milk jugs and you have nothing to do with it, etc., right? So let's do something about that tonight. It's kind of, God, I'm getting into more business stuff. And, which is fine. I just don't know if everybody wants to hear all this. And... They're trying to get people, so it's kind of like a stress thing. So, like, for instance, you know how you, talk about socks, all right? So you put a pair of socks in the washing machine, in the dryer, but for some reason you lose a pair of socks. So, are you tired of that? Are you tired of your kids losing their socks and you going, I don't know, you should have put it in the hamper and it should have been. So the solution to that would be, so that's like a pain point, a stressor, if you want to call it something like that, that people have. And so what would a solution to that be? What do you think a solution to that would be? Y'all tell me. My thing is not doing sign. Hey, Catherine, how are you? So you guys tell me what you think the answer to that question would be. Oops, no, I lost all my comments. God dang. I hate these doggone apps doing all this stuff. There we go. Hey, Janet, how are you? Don't wash your socks. Tie the socks together. So here's the solution for your kids, especially if it's a girl. Buy leggings. There you go. Then they can't lose them. Then they're free. They can do whatever they want, and you don't have to worry about them losing it. So the pain point is losing the socks all the time. You don't know what to do. You have one sock, and it can be months before you may find the other one. So to solve the problem is this. So in doing that, you come up with this idea or question like, hey, you tired of losing socks? So Facebook sees that and says, oh, that's kind of interesting. Boom, we're going to put you up on a newsfeed higher on the list as compared to, hey, I'm going live at 7 o'clock. You're going to be down here. They don't see that as interesting for people to see, kind of thing. So it's things like that. And I don't want to get too technical because I'm not a business coach. All right? I put my socks in the bag when I wash them. There you go. Put them in the bag. Still come out with one. All right, let's see what these little guys would look like. I still want more red in there. What do you guys think? Doing peachy. They want you to know. Well, there was a thing on the news tonight. There was a big thing about it. How Mark, whatever you say, however you say his name, you know, all this thing about security. But I don't know. It needs something right there. Let's see red. Let's see red. Red. See, I swore I wasn't going to sit down and scoot around. Hey, Gary. Oh. They want you to know it. I know, right? It's crazy. Crazy, I tell you. And the thing is, you go back from one thing to another, and it's like, can you guys just make up your minds? Do you guys like these? Oh, I have all different kinds of ones. It's a purple flower. We don't need purple. I want something big. I do. Oh, my yellow. Hello. Look, remember I was talking about the yellow. I have my yellow roses. Oops, what did I pull out? Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Where are you? Which bucket are you in? Look at these cool things. I don't know. What do you think about, I don't know what they got little prickly little leaves. Okay. Look at, they're like, you know, little antennas. The red, white, and blue balls came from Bob's Country Creations. Further up on the comments or on top there is a website. bobscountrycreations.com. 1. Do you have a wispy fern? Oh, I do. I haven't even put any greenery in here, have I? I've been doing all this stuff. Hold on. I have a wispy fern. It might be too wispy. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Sorry for the little bags. I bet you can't wait for your floor. Oh, I know. Oh, guys, I ordered Scott from Scott Waterman's. I have the ribbon wrap, and I just got a notification today. I had ordered the floral stand from him too, and was it yesterday? I think it was being shipped. So I'm like really excited about that. Let's see what this looks like. Just to give it an idea. Yeah, hey, I listen to you guys. I just worry about that pot and I'm gonna burn my hand. And this is another one of those ones that you can push up, which is what I like about it. So it makes it more fuller instead of so spread out. Something hanging down like that. Does that work? I think that looks cute. What do you guys think? And then by, you know, pushing it up, you know, making it fuller. See, if it's spread out more, you know, here, I'm working on this one. Let me cut it off and be easy to see. Yep. So if it's spread out more, it will kind of look like that, which is fine. It just depends what the look you're looking for. And if you want it more grouped in your fern and then you can bend it, it makes it more fuller. Some of these babies around here. You can bend them however you want. Hi Ann, how are you? Let me put the glue on it first and get it in there before I bend it. On the finger, not fun. single one here. Oh, it's still in the bag. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, look, it came right through the bag. I put some things in the bag like this. You know, some of the things that look like this and all. Just because every time you walk by it, you're like whipping on it. I had one here, and I was like, I know I have a lonesome one here that I could add to that. That's why. See, now we have a fuller one. Everybody's so quiet. At least it seems quiet to me. I know because you guys can't hear anything on my end either, but and it does fill in the bottom. I may not have enough of these, and I know where I got these, so I can get more. Oops. This was something I picked up, and I was like, and I've used a lot of this, which surprisingly. I hear you, Sally. Even these things I keep because if I need a thick stem for something, or I can cut these off, so keep that in mind. Look, I got one little doohickey there. What is up with that? Oh, goodness. Okay, we'll just add that one to another one. So if I'm doing something like that, I'll take a little dab of glue on the end of it and then stick it on to make sure that it won't come off again. And then you have another extra one. Oops. Let me put the glue on first. And let's put some on this one since we're making these twin sisters. And see, this would be cute. If you're having an outdoor picnic, this would be so cute. Thanks, Diane. Thank you, guys. It's a quiet night tonight. Is everybody get ready for Mother's Day, though? I'm not doing anything. I think we're just going to chill out here and finish up maybe if it's a nice day. We still got 4 more bags of mulch in the backyard, and if we have to get some more. And then we have a big tree out front. So we have a homeowners association, and they come walking around, and I happen to be out there today when they came walking around. And it's, the thing is that it's huge. It's like a 40-foot oak tree. And it was fine last year. And we don't know why. It just literally died. And we're like, what's up with that? And so evidently must have gotten diseased or something. So this year, because it's coming up, you know, we're watching all the other, we have 3 huge oak trees that come from the front of our house, the corner of our house, and then 2 up front. And I mean, they tower past the top of our house. And I hate them because it's all the leaves you have to break up. Good golly, Miss Molly. So I'm kind of happy. But the lady came walking by today, and I was sitting in the driveway because I was playing chalk with my granddaughter, and the lady goes, And she snaps a picture. I said, oh, hey. I said, who are you? You know. So I said, you're from Newton? She goes, yeah. And she goes, yeah, that tree. And I was like, yeah, we're well aware of it. But you see the big dumpster in my driveway that's been here for 3 months? I said, we've been concentrating on getting the remodel on the inside. And this just happened this year. We've never had that happen before. And so she goes, well, I'll just make a note that, you know, you're aware of it. And da-da-da-da-da. So I said, okay, no problem. I got it. I will have to get some more of these. Because I don't have enough, but I can add, I have other greenery. We add greenery, y'all. Let's stick this one in here. Just the baby one. Okay. We got some other greenery we can use. Now this one's kind of cool. I have a bunch of this. But see, it wouldn't go for this because it's like, there's no shape to it. But what you can do, you have your little sticks here. You can take wire and wrap it around, and then you can have something that would be sturdy enough so that you could put it in if you wanted this to come in there and hang down from it. So that's why we save these things. I do like it. But it needs some more greenery, I think. Kind of viney. Didn't I take out some ferns? I did. Let's try some of these to come, maybe. Do you have to take the tree down? Yeah, we're going to have to take it down. It's no answer for what's. Which is what's sad. I hate taking trees down per se. I mean, half our backyard was woods. You know, it's all shrubbery of sorts, and there were a lot of pine trees and stuff like that in our backyard. And I'm gonna see how this looks. May or may not like that. That one's kind of big. We cut down like over 30-something trees in the backyard and cleared it all out to make the backyard bigger. And we've done that over the year. And the oak trees are kind of the expensive things, needless to say, because they're so big. I mean, these are like 40-foot oak trees, and I mean, you can't wrap your arms around it, you know. It's probably the base. The base around it is almost about 3 feet. You know, if you look at it from one, so you got to go 3 feet all the way around. So it's going to have to come down. And we already talked to somebody that, you know, does tree service stuff, you know. But because we were trying to hold off because of the, you know, the room, kind of thing. And these bend too, by the way, so if you want to bend them out. So we were kind of trying to hold off on doing it, but now that they've kind of come around and said something, I don't know what our time frame is. She said she was just going to note that we were aware of it, kind of thing, and that she did talk to us, kind of thing. And so, but personally, I would love that tree to come down because I hate them, like I said, because of the amount of leaves. And that would be one less tree of leaves that we would have to worry about. And it's our driveway, so our land kind of curves, so the driveway that comes here and then goes into our neighbor's, you know, driveway. So, you know, all the leaves and the acorns and everything that come from that goes into their driveway. So I know they're going to be pleasantly, although they have made several comments already about the tree. So it's not like we're not oblivious to a 40-foot tree having no leaves on it. But, so we're very well aware of it. But it's just a matter of when can we get somebody in here and stuff like that. That's awfully long. I'm going to shave off some of this. It's a shame for the tree because, you know, you figure that tree's been here for God knows of its lifetime. And, you know, I'm just one of those people, if I can save something, I will. I'm pulling off some of the leaves because you're not going to see it down there. I wanted this a little bit shorter. Seems that they're all about the same size. Little whimsical here. A little whimsy. So anyway, so that's going to have to be done. And it's just like, I mean, it's not like we have a choice. Anybody will need some oak wood? We'll have plenty of it for you if you need some. Plenty, I see. Ugh. So that's kind of cute. Little whimsy. Little thingamajigs. Ferns. Switch you over here. Oops. Need another fern. Need another one. And I think 3's good in here. I don't think any more than 3. In my opinion. Yeah, so usually with the trees over the years, I'm the one, my husband will go away. And I take the chainsaw and I'm out there and zzz, and she goes, wasn't there a tree there? Oh no, dear, that tree wasn't there. I don't know what you're talking about. There was no tree there. So I'm the one that always likes to do that. Now he has cut some down, you know, too. Don't get me wrong. Because I can't do it all by myself. This, you know, it just reminds me, you know, here's the teacher's gift, but just the wildflowers. Just like kind of cool. I don't know. That's my train of thought. I don't know what you guys' train of thoughts are. I do too. It's just it gives it a little height, little texture. Sally, and makes it fun. I don't think these wispy thingamajigs will kind of go with this design, so to speak. I do have to get some more of these. Let's put some yellow. I don't know. What do you think about this thing? I don't know what they call it. A mum? Is it a mum? I'm just kind of sitting in there. Do you guys like the mum in there? Let me know. I do have these like yellow roses, which might be cute. Kind of looks like a mum in a sense of saying, but it's like a yellow rose. And again, I'm not worried about all these leaves on here just because I'm just sticking them in to kind of get a sense of. I do like the little pop of yellow. What do you guys think? Let me make sure I didn't lose all my comments again. Oops, caught in there. Get rid of those thin stems. I think the pop of yellow, but I still want some red in there. Which red? Let's go for these guys. I have 2 of these guys. Yeah. Well, we'll take them out. What do we think about that? Nah, I don't like that. I won't put red ones in there. Those little red ones in there. Like yellow one. Oh, good God, Carolyn, get you. We'll just keep it red, white, and blue. Got a little bit of the yellow in there. That's good. But I feel it needs some red. Like that. You know, just a couple of these. And be honest, you guys, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Thank you, Miss Sally, for answering them. Oops. There's a little red sticking somewhere. It's like a little carnation, I guess. I guess that's what you call it. I don't know all these flowers. I used to do so much with floral, you know, like gardening. But then as I've gotten older, the knees don't work like they used to, so I can't get down there like I used to. You can have cushions from here to yin yang. And they don't work all the time. I'm looking where I have a hole. I see a hole right here. I'm going to put one up top. Since we're doing these the same little bookends. Here we go. I do too. Hi, William. How are you? William and Tammy. Hi, Tammy and William. Both of you. So that's what it kind of looks like from the top. So it's just a little whimsical in there. Whimsical. I say whimsical. It's not as whimsical. It's country red, white, and blue. Because it's in the milk can. With my spider webs. So let me look at it. I'm turning it because the light's over here on me. So let me pull some of these out. So it's more this way and not just going up like that. That's a little bit better. It makes it a little bit, see the difference of fullness by doing this to this? Pull these out too. Some spider, well, not spider, glue strings. Still spider things to me. I'm going to spread these out a little bit. Oops, one's caught in there. So that they look like they're all over the place, not just in one spot. So now what I see how this seems higher than on this side, so I need something on this side. This one's a little bit even, but I see a hole here. So we're not using yellow, so we'll put these babies back here. Oops. I got nothing down below. Let me see what I got down here. These are kind of my big. I went all out and I bought a bunch of darker ones for the fall. And so I have a lot of orange because I was like, hey, you know, they were on sale at Hobby Lobby for 60% off. So I went with the 60% off in buying a bunch while I was away. Yeah, the fuller is better. By far. By far. But I still need something in there. So I'm measuring to see where I want to cut this baby. Let's see. Right in here. Oh, that's glue on the nail. That's kind of cool. I think so. I think so. If I say so myself. Oops. I don't know if I use pliers. So like and share. Don't, no, I didn't say the word like. Do not like. Do not press that like button. Go ahead and share the video. Type any emojis down there. You know, the smiley face, the hearts, or whatever. And share. Yes, definitely share. Like the word. Bless it. Voila. You're funny, Sally. I like you, Sally. I like everybody. At least, because it's just fun. Fun, fun, fun. And you know what? When I do this, I'll take this outside. And what I'll do is I'll look at it and go, oh, glue strings are here and there, you know? And also look, do I need something here? Or there? You know how that is. You know how that is. Whoa. Didn't expect that to shoot out like that. Didn't expect that at all. Yeah, to me it just needed a little bit of extra red in there. Just a little bit of extra red. Oh, I'm not going to see that one. Nope, no string. I feel like I'm quiet too. Yes! Thank you, Pam. Let me just stick one. Let me just stick this one red one in. Oh, I forgot about my bows. I was so intrigued with my flowers. Thank you for reminding me, Pam. I mean, I would have done my bows, don't get me wrong. Okay. So yeah, let's put some bows in there. One bow. I was thinking of doing a terry bow on that. That's too thin. So that it would have something coming down. So hold on. Let's see. I didn't use my glue gun at all, but I may have to if we're at for the bow. We'll see. So let's put these babies over here. Let's just move stuff over here so that way you can see me make the bow. That would be interesting if you couldn't see me. And I pulled out my Bodabra. Where did I put it? Oh, here's all my ribbons. Because I usually do it on the Easy Bow Maker. Now I pulled out a whole bunch of ribbons because I wasn't sure how this was going to go, in what direction, of what I was going to do with ribbon wise. I know I only want to use, I think, the 1.5 inch. I think the 2.5 inch might be too big. I had these guys. I don't know about the pinwheels. Whoop! I just saw your comment, Pam. I just saw it as I was about to sit on them. Thank you. The blooper of the day. Let me put these in here because these kind of go all over the place. They fall. That's funny. You could put the smiley and laughing emojis on that, y'all. My feelings won't be hurt. All right. So let's figure out what we're going to do here. So we have this. I thought, one part of me was thinking these just to make it, I don't know, maybe more country-like. I picked the red and white stripe because it's red and white stripe. This is actually navy blue. Thank you, Sally. They're getting there. I think the bow is going to make the big difference on it too. Sometimes I will start with the bow, but I didn't want to do it on this one because I had such a small space in there. And if I put the bow in, I was really afraid that the bow was just going to overpower this right away. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense to you. So this is actually navy blue. I thought fireworks. Maybe not. Maybe not. These are my Christmas ribbons. So let's decide. Let's choose. Kind of like that. I think that's too dark. Like, because it's still white, red, white, and blue. I do have solid navy. That's too royal. I do have red to bring a little sparkle in there. I'm gonna stick with the red stripe, not the red flag. This is my train of thought. Y'all jump in at any time. I do kind of like the polka dot, but this isn't gonna be a huge bow because this is such a little thing. It does, you know, it's just all the look you want to do. If I want to tie the bow around here, you know, and have a bow, or if I want to stick it in the thing, that's really going to be the next side. This is kind of the back, so I'm not going to put anything there. So I put it here, and I don't know if I want to tie it around or stick it in. I may stick it in. I don't know. Let's just play around. I don't think the pinwheels are going to go. Since I'm not using brown, rickrack really doesn't go. Nope, nope, nope. You guys go. Oh, did I pull this one out? No, I didn't pull this one out. Do I want to do stars and stripes to bring the stars and stripes in there? Red stripe. I know, this is like perfect for this. Blue and red plain. Blue plain. I have this as a sparkly red. So I'm my daughter calling. Look, I'm on a live. You were on here earlier, girlfriend. Okay, I'm concentrating. I like the red stripe. So if I do blue as the base, red stripe next. I do want to bring in something like this. What do you guys think of that? That. Hey Cecilia, how are you? Excuse me. Ooh, flowers are moving. I thought, good Lord, who's over here? Put you in the back here. I think this. That's it. I'm gonna turn this around, whatever. Let's try this. Let's try it. You guys, go back in the box. All right, so we're gonna do blue in the bottom. Oops. Oh, and I don't have my spool holder, so now, all right. I took everything off the table because I wanted to have everything here. Now this to me technically doesn't have a right and a wrong side. And the red. And the red sparkly, Sally. I can do red sparkly. Let's start with this and we'll build it up and see. I don't want to make it too big. That was me measuring how big I wanted, in case you didn't see. You don't have to. Let's see. It may be just, I can do just maybe one loop. We'll see how it looks. Alright, so my tail will be about 7 inches. This is going to drive me crazy because I don't have my spool thing here. So this is the top. So that's going to be my tail. So just like the Easy Bow Maker, you can do this. You know, same thing, bottoms up. And you know this is going to wind up on the floor. So let's just see. I have to get an even number. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. So let's go 5. I'm only using 3. So let's try 5 inches and see how that's going to be. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. Excuse me. 4 inches. I can't count. I can't count. Hold on. Think that's too big? Because the next loop is going to be smaller. I know it's kind of hard to see with my fingers there. And the blue is dark. I think that might be okay. Froze up on this one. Good. Thank you, Miss Sally. Alright, I think 4 inches okay. So we're going to just do simple 2 loops on the bottom. We'll see how this goes. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Oops. We can always change it up, and that's okay. If I don't use this bow, because I'm going to the craft show this weekend, and I can put it out there for sale if I want to. Oh, okay, so now I got to remember, we did 4 inches on the bottom. Since I'm making one bow before I make the other bow. Ha, ha. Good Lord, 50 inches. Thank you, Faye. Yeah, I, you know, when you're doing some things like this and, you know, you're just playing around and having fun with it, you can just, you don't have to be so, oops, wrong way, technical. I do like, the one I like the best out of this is the stripes. I don't know why. I guess because of the, you know, so much of the stripes on the bottom of this, it's just like sticking out at me. So we'll go a little bit smaller. Can you guys see? Yes, please type, if you, I don't think I did that, did I? If you want to get alerts from me, type the word alert down below. Rosie will send you a message in the messenger box. Go ahead and type the word alert back in there, and then every time I go live, you'll get that alert. As well as anywhere on the page, hit it anywhere, and you get those 3 little white buttons, you can get the notification that way. So I always suggest you both of them, because if Rosie's, you know, battery's not being charged on her end, at least you can get it through Facebook, or, you know, it just makes it easier for you guys and me. Alrighty. So we're only going to do it like that. And then let's see how this looks. Because we need a little something on top. Well, that roll ain't going to work, is it? I do that because I get tired of putting the ribbon, like I keep little boxes with the extra ribbons in it, and then I'll forget about it, so I started putting them on that, doing that, so that way I know, oh, I have a little extra piece I can use for whatever. Peggy, is this your first time with us? If so, welcome. Enjoy having you. All right, look, I'm going to move this a little. Can you guys see okay? For some reason, this is coming up clearer and this one's coming up blurry. Usually it's this one that comes up so much clearer. Weird. Maybe it's my glasses. Who knows? Let's see how this is going to look. Oh, okay. I'm picky. I don't want to fold this and have my stars upside down. So, trick of the trade, here we come. So instead of twisting it and doing the bottoms up, I'm just going to leave it plain, like that. I'm going to bring it behind, because I want to keep my stars on top. So let me see how big my stars got to be. I think right about there will do. So if you have a pattern or words that are in yours and, you know, you want to make sure that they stay so that people can read them, that's what, you know, you can do. You're going to have to do it by hand, and you don't do the twisting thing with it. And then my stars stay on top. Just got to make sure my bow loops are the same since I didn't measure it. Okay, and I think just one of those. So this is really a tiny, tiny, tiny little bow. Do we want to use red? What the heck, we'll use red. I probably don't need one as long, but we're gonna leave it just for safe, you know, just for now. Well, welcome, Peggy. I'm sorry, I just saw the comment come back. We are doing today, what we're doing, just to let you know, we took these milk cans here and we made little displays, and I have 2 of them, so they're like sisters, like twin sisters, so that if somebody wants it at 2 ends of the table, or, you know, spread it out. So I put the pipe cleaner on here, and I'm just going to twist it, and I'm going to let the bow do the twisting instead of my hand. Just make sure your things are on the sides that you want. Oh, look, I didn't even cut the ribbon. Look at me. So swift tonight, aren't I? There we go. Yeah. Hey, yeah, you see my little emojis here. I'm going to move them back over here. I'm going to move you over here. Move you back a little bit. This is Facebook's rule, not my rule, mind you. So that's what they would like you to do. Gotta wait till it comes in frame so I can see. Alright. They don't want us to hit the like button anymore. And again, they're testing all these things, and if they may go back to the original way of everything, who knows. So they like you to use the little emojis. The little heart, the smiley face, and all those down there. That's what they're wanting us to let you guys know. You know what, Sally? It does need a little rip on the top. Hold on. Just a little red bling bling. Now you can do this, if I didn't want to put another loop or anything in there, I could do something like this, like a little tail, and just have that coming down there, just as a little something, you know, like that. And I think I'm just going to do like that. I think that looks cute in there, rather than doing a whole nother bow. So I'm just going to grab that off like that. I may shorten it. and I'm just going to pinch it together. I can make that loop as big or as small as I want. So what I'm going to do is take this off here, hold it together, sister. Put my little thing in there. Make sure those loops get on either side. And then put this back around. And see how easy that was? Now what I'll do with the, oh look, I missed one. How did I do that? Carolynne, you are off your game, girl. You are off your game. There we go. Now I can adjust the loop because I just put it in there. I'm definitely going to make it a little bit smaller, I think. Let's just see. Let's fluff this baby out a little bit. And see what it does. You know how you do a bow and you have that little loop in the middle, like kind of thing? Now I can take this little loop. I can make it, you know, poofy like that. I can turn it and do something like that if I want to do it. It's just, you can do whatever you want. It's your creation. Well, you're fine. My daughter called when in the middle and the phone rang. And that's another thing to have on the iPad, because then I would have to get up and like hit decline on there. And I'm like, no, I can do it right from here, decline her call. I have to watch my munchkin tomorrow, so she might be calling me to tell me, yes, I have to watch her, or maybe things have changed. But she'll text me. It's all good. It's all good. All good. All right, so we just did one of the red ones. Whoops. Come out here. So we're just spreading out. It's just a little bow. It's nothing big and fancy, y'all. You know what I like? I want another row of that one. Hey, Tammy, how are you? Oh. Hold on. We're going to change something up here again. And I'll tell you why. Take the red one off. We're going to put this back in. What I did, see when I get talking sometimes? I have one row of the red. And I only put one row of the blue stars. And I really needed two, technically. So we're just, it's easy peasy. Just going to make another loop, do it again. And we'll stick this right in there. And then we'll stick the red one in there too. Where you get the can? I got the cans at Michael's in their... Excuse me. Oh goodness, where did that come from? Michael's. Did they have it in their? Was it in their 4th of July section? I forgot which section I saw it, and I found them today, and I thought, oh, I gotta do something. No, it wasn't in their 4th of July. They had it like in their oh, what section of it? I don't know, like farmhouse stuff. You know, and I was walking by and they had some up there, and they had these big long signs that said like God bless America and, you know, things like that. And I was like, no, I didn't want any more of those, because I still have 2 more Americana things I could do down here, you know, as well. So I was like, no, I just like the cans. I just like the cans. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys. I came out of the blue. I think it's all the dust from the construction. What construction, right? Good Lord. Just have to laugh through it all. Just have to laugh through it all. So we're changing this up since I forgot that one loop there. You guys didn't catch it. I caught it. Caught it. Just like my spelling errors. Now this looks better with the 2 loops there. Much better. Now, if you're not like easy to pull this out, if you're not good with that, you can take your pipe cleaner, you can fold it in half, put it in this way and put it down. You can put one on each side, which would make it easy for you. So when you pull it out, you know, you're already in half. Where's my other pipe cleaner? And then you can bring it around. I lose one. Here it is. And then twist it. Oh, again, didn't cut that one. And we'll dovetail all these, you know, so don't worry about that, y'all. So there's our bow. So now let's fluff it out again. And that looks much better having the other one in there. So I'm pulling all my tails down here first, just to get them all down where I want them. And then that way I can see my bow, or you can see my bow as I'm fluffing it. That one loop I didn't like. And that's what's good about it. You know, you can pull like on the tails, and you can figure out if you made a loop too big or something, or you know, when you're doing this it looks too big, then you can just pull on your things until you get them to the size you want. All right, so that's our little bow. I think that's a cutie. I say little, right? It's huge. Hold on. Which one am I pulling? That one. I want to make this top loop a little bit smaller. So all I'm doing is I'm looking for, like, where does this one attach to? Because they were just too big. So this one's still too big. So I gotta find, goes to this. Much better. See? And well, like I said, we'll cut all this once I get it on here. Now the thing is to decide how I want to do this. If I wanted to spread this out, of course I would look something bigger. I don't want to do that because you're gonna see that. I want to use it so it sticks down in here. I think that would be the best. Now I don't have one of those picking machines to do that. I do like the stripes. It does pop on that. I think that looks cute. And Sally, you're right about putting the red in there. Thank you, Barb. Thanks, Sally. That little bit of that red in there just gives a little 4th of July pop. So like I said, I don't have a pick machine. A pick machine is where it puts, slide it in the machine and puts a, you know, like a little stick like you see in the florist on it. So I don't have that. So you remember I said all these little things that we were saving, okay? That's what we're gonna do. Now this already has wire in it, so you could take like a floral wire if you want to, and you can use the floral wire and wrap it around this. I'm going to use the pipe cleaner because it's just as good. I might not need it that long, but I'm going to come as close as I want to the bow, or as close as I can. And I'm going to take this and just start wrapping this around. Now I'm not going to go all the way down here because, you know, that's going to go into the doohickey. To the doohickey, the thingamajig, thingamabob, you know, all those words that I love to use. So that way, now what I have, and I'll screw it up just a little bit tight. Now I have a thing like that, so I can put this in. It's a little crooked. I can put this in there, you know, just stick it in, and it will stick up like that. Cool. I just don't like this one piece here. I have cutters. Where are my cutters? Oh, hiding. Here they are. I think it looks nice on the can. I hope so. I'm going to turn it around to me, y'all. Sorry. Then once I stick this baby in, let me do this. Let me put a little dab of glue up here before I stick it in. I may have to put my happy fingers on for the first time this evening. I call these my happy fingers, y'all, because my fingers are happy that they don't get burned. They're silicone little finger things. So since I have to grab this, and it has some glue on it, they need bigger ones for the thumb. Hold on. So I want to use my thumb on this one, and it's not as big. Let me readjust my happy fingers here. Okay. So now I can grab it, put a little dab of glue in there. And because I can't reach it all the way down, pliers. Oh, take happy fingers off so I can grab it. Glue is sticking to that. So give me a second here. And let me flip out the bow. I'm going to move that around. I was able to pull that out pretty easily, so that means it didn't stick very well in there. So hold on, give me a second before I reveal. Hold on. Let's see if I can pull this out. I'm not happy with it. A lot of glue, all those styrofoam. Hold on. I'm gonna cut it just a little bit shorter. Hold that thought, y'all. Round two, round two, round two works. Hey Donna, how are you? Ow. Glue. Okay. Back in the hole. Was better. How much better? I got all glue on me. All right, so hold on. Let me fluff it a little bit. Pull the tails down. I see some glue strings. All over me. I hate that when they're attached to you, and you're like, "Where is it?" and you can't see it. All right, so this will give you an idea of what it looks like, and then we could do the next one. And like I said, we got to go ahead and dovetail this. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'll be fluffing this all day long. All right, so that's what that one looks like. Give or take. Give or take. What do you guys think? Let me move these out of the way. We don't need those anymore. What do you guys think? So we can dovetail these, and then that will determine how long this is actually going to be hanging down. Where's my other blue one? Can we get close? Yes, totally, 100%. I have no problem doing that. Let me cut this a little bit, and then I'll move you guys in closer. I have no problem doing that. No problema. Let's see. I think I missed one. Hold on. I did. It's all the way down here. Hold on. I'm going as fast as I can. They got the dovetails all over the place. Hold on. So I gotta move the camera, so hold on, y'all. Forward. Oh, you get to see everything else. So now what you can do with these, you can just use your fingers to kind of curl them like this. I like doing this way. And see how it gives it some dimension instead of just that. And you can just see. Where's my other blue one? I know you're here somewhere. And it's just the wire. So that's how that one looks. Oh, am I freezing? Hopefully not. Oh no. Froze it up on the computer. I hate I can't see the cotton. I hate these things. Oh my gosh, come. Comments. Where are you? There we are. Thank you. Hey, Miss Gonzalez, how are you? Hi, Suze. Hi, Sue. How are you? Thanks, Faye. So that's what it'll look like. I think it came out cute. I might want to take this one out and do a different one because I think that's too like. Although I do have one on here, so it's all good. Kind of cute. Thanks, Barb. Any longer? I'm gonna finish up on the other bow. I will either be bought separately or they can. So if anybody's interested in that, and that's set up to give you guys an idea of what's going to be happening as long as the rain. It's not supposed to happen until later in the afternoon. For it's all the kids stuff that they're doing outside. They may not have, so. And another 10. LOL, you have the patience of Job. Oh, Tommy, let me tell you, I do have a lot of patience, but it can be pushed to a point. But I will list these in my Etsy shop. I didn't put in or, how much to charge or anything for it. But now that I kind of got a basic idea, I'll put it in there. And if anybody wants to purchase them, I'm more than happy to get them out to you. Like I said last night, the one we sold last night, I printed out and it went out today in the mail. I'm really quick about getting things out to you guys. I don't like to have you guys wait a week or 2 weeks or anything. And if anybody does want anything, that's on here or that you see in my shop, you have any questions about it, I do custom orders, so keep that in mind for any occasion. I'm here. All right. So you guys hi Brenda, how are you? So if you want to get, alerts from me, type the word alert down below, and Rosie will send you the message in the messenger box. Make sure you type alert in there again as well. So I'll come down here because you only see my mouth. That's kind of rude. The page here, and there's 3 little buttons that pop up on the left here, and type those to get the notifications, so that way you're getting in Messenger as well as on Facebook, as far as that goes. And like I said, these little babies down here, this is Facebook's little rule, not mine. They don't want you to hit that L button or the thumbs up. You know, they rather have you interact with the little faces, the little emojis and comments. So, okay. So, Mother's Day to everybody. Like I said, I'll do a little bit live of me setting up maybe tomorrow, and then bye.